guys may have heard of the game Pull a Sword, which is a Roblox game simulator that is actually really popular, and also the owner is iFrozen, which is also the owner of Evolution. Pull a Sword was a simulator game that was created sometime around September to October of 2023 and skyrocketed to become one of the biggest simulators, also having a whole lot of game passes that would make the game way more easier to play and easier to beat in general. Two biggest game passes that were bestsellers were the Pro and MVP game passes. Mostly the MVP game pass, because you would get 9 times wins and 9 times power and a unique name tag. Other than that, the game had a lot of fun potential in it, as you could pull a sword out of a stone after the countdown was up, and once you would do so, you get wins and a new sword. This game also skyrocketed as we are now in today, where it also has such beautiful decoration, but there's a big problem with the game, and a problem that we'll get to it later. But then the developers learned from their mistakes and decided to create a free-to-play method of how to increase your strength. Well, those methods were: 1, the strength potions that you could have gotten through codes instead of spending Robux to get them, same as mega potions, but those back then were more like fit for Robux spending. So yeah, as well as server boosts, which also costed a lot of Robux, but were also pretty useful. And now there's a big problem with this, and it's because the only way you could get better through the game is through game passes. Now think about it. I have 3x strength, so divide this by 3, like 4.8 TDD, which is not even a lot. And there's also another problem, is that the game passes are expensive. For 2x strength costing 200 Robux, that's a ripoff in my opinion, even though it'll be really powerful doubling the strength amount. And then let's take a look at the best-selling game passes in the game. For example, like VIP, Pro, and most importantly MVP. MVP will 4 times the strength. The only problem why this game has been falling downhill so much is because whenever the arcade world first came out, many people suffered. And not just that, but also whenever a whole bunch of worlds came out before. Whenever the game first released, it was so pay to win that many people quit because they could not beat World 2, World 3, or World 4, so on and so forth. And the reason for that is because they lacked something: game passes. And not just that, but also getting pets from the stocks. These were super important, as well as swing speed, luck, pet equips, auras, so on and so forth. And not just that, but this game also really got pay to win really quickly. Pay attention to this right over here. 6,000 Robux worth. They crossed that out, replacing it with a 1,199 Robux. This is not worth 1,199 Robux. The only way people could get past these worlds were through getting game passes, and well, guess what? The developers decided to update the game yesterday, and they did. And they brought in this. Well, it's not even the best, because when the Fortune Fountain came out, it was literally impossible to use. This would take so much time. If I would want to use the wheel, I could only use it 5 more times before waiting a whole entire 9 hours to use it 5 more times again. The developers just joined the game, updated just to create a cash grab and just dip. But hoping if iFrozenX watches this video and understands his mistakes and helps out the game to improve better for free-to-play players, we all can just pray that that will happen and that he will actually do so. Yeah guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys also understood the troubles that happened throughout this game and how it can all be changed. And as always, peace.